So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good noon, everyone. We are going to start our lesson now. And how are you today? Eliza, how are you?
Okay lang po.
All right. So, see, Zaira is not feeling well, but I'm very glad that even if you're not feeling well, you just no, listen to teacher, okay? So today we will be dealing with composing clear and coherent sentences using appropriate grammatical structures, which includes adverbs of intensity and adverbs of frequency. So when you were last year, I'm sure that you learned already about adverb of intensity and adverb of frequency. Right now, you will not just identify it. Instead, you will be using it to form a very clear and coherent sentences. Okay? So let's go to the next page. Oh, so, writing a good sentence requires the ability to express ideas in a complete thought. Knowledge about structure is also very helpful. In your previous lesson, you learned how to write sentences using conjunctions. Those were the subordinated conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. The use of conjunctions enables you to connect words, phrases, clauses of equal grammatical rank. Likewise, you also learn to connect the main clause with the subordinated clause. Okay, so it was easy and it was fun, right? Okay, in this lesson, you will discover more on using appropriate grammatical structures, particularly with the tense or with the use of two different kinds of adverbs. Actually, there are different kinds of adverbs, but right now we are going to focus only to two. And those are the degree or intensity adverbs and the frequency adverbs. So, after going through this lesson, class, you are expected to identify and classify adverbs of intensity and adverbs of frequency. Also, you will be able to compose clear and coherent sentences using adverbs of degree and or intensity and adverbs of frequency. So I'm sure that you are all ready and all set. Now, look at the picture. What can you see in the picture, Arabella?
In the picture po, we can see that the two kids are talking po.
Oh, yes. What do you think are they doing, Giliana?
They're reading a book and talking about it.
Yeah, maybe it's a story. Okay, so these are cousins, Tom and Jerry. They live in a house near each other and share the same study area for homeschooling. All right, they are just like because you are having a homeschooling because you are not going to school, right? So since they are cousins, they are sharing the same study area. That means they're studying at the same place. I remember my two two of my students in modular, and they have common answers because they are answering modules at the same time. They are copying with each other. That's why I called up their moms. All right. It's okay if you're going to study at the same area, but you are not allowed to copy each other's answers, okay? All right. So now, who would like to be Tom? Oh, Ara, how about Jerry? Okay, Paulina. Okay, please read.
Would you like to go biking with me this afternoon?
I'm very sorry, I can't.
How about tomorrow morning?
I'd like to, but I really can't. I have to finish my modules in English, and besides, we are encouraged to say that.
Oh, is that so? That is extremely unfortunate. Then maybe let's go skating on Saturday instead.
That is absolutely exciting, but I have to stay at home and finish my work.
Too bad. You seem totally have no time for fun anymore.
All right, okay. So, wait for a while, okay? So, take note, class, that you should be mindful with the words. With the words, the bold words. Okay, have you noticed it? You have to be mindful of that, okay? So, continue reading, Ara and Paulina.
Not really, I just have to spend my time very wisely or I will fail. I also do not want to break the trust that Nana and Tata have in me. You know, they are still adults. They too are nurses. That's why this world working so patiently at the hospital.
Okay then, maybe I will just have to finish my research work in Araling Panlipunan so we can enjoy skating together. After work? Oh no, after this pandemic is over.
That is absolutely right. Anyway, we can play inside the house once COVID calls down.
All right. Okay. So, let us read the dialogue once again. So this time we will have Jerry as Giliana. Giliana, you will be Jerry, and Fergie, you will be Tom. Okay. Oh, I think Fergie is not listening to me. All right, Tom. Fergie, you will be Tom. Okay. Please read.
Would you like to go biking with me this afternoon?
I'm very sorry, I can't.
How about tomorrow morning?
I'd like to, but I really can't. I have to finish my modules in English, and besides, we are encouraged to stay at home.
Oh, is that so? Then that is extremely unfortunate. Then maybe let's go skating on Saturday instead.
That is absolutely exciting, but I have to stay at home and finish my work.
Too bad. You seem totally have no time for fun anymore.
Not really, I just have to spend more time very wisely, or I will fail. I also don't want to break the trust that Nanay and Tatay gave me. You know, same as Tia Adela. They too are nurses, frontliners who are working so patiently at the hospital.
Okay then, maybe I will just have to finish my research work in Alalim Pangasinan so we can enjoy skating together after work. Oh no, after the pandemic is over.
That is absolutely right. Anyway, we can play inside the house when our schoolworks are done.
All right. Okay. So Jerry really wants to to play outside, but then Tom is very obedient child, all right? So now, let's continue. Okay, so did you notice the highlighted words in the dialogue? What are
Yes, ma'am.
those? Okay, Eliza, can you give?
Obviously po.
Absolutely, I think. Yeah, that is absolutely. What else, Paulina?
Very poor.
Very good. Arabella?
Extremely.
All right. Yeah, extremely. Okay, next one. Giliana?
Really, po.
Very good. Oh, we have the extremely. Then absolutely. Trixie?
Totally.
Yes, good job. And the last one, what is it? I have two totally. All right. So you know what, class? What are they called? This one, these very, really, extremely, absolutely, totally. What do you think are they? What kind of adverbs are they? Do you still remember you had studied this when you were still in grade 5? Do you have any idea? They are what we call, class, the adverbs of intensity or degree. Okay? So read about this. JC. JC, you know what? JC, I really want to hear your voice. I've been calling you since
Nahihiya po
June.
yan, ma'am. Nahihiya po.
Yeah, maybe, but it's high time because you will be grade 7, all right? Okay, Jaren, please read. Jaren.
Adverbs of degree tell us the intensity, concentration, or even the depth of a particular action. Adverbs usually modify verbs. Some verbs of degree or intensity modify adjectives, other adverbs or clauses. They answer the question how much or what extent.
All right, always remember this question. How much and as to what extent? Because they really tell us the adverb of intensity. Take note, class, that when we say adverb, adverb is a word that describes or modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Okay? They are describing, but they are not adjective because an adjective describes a noun or a pronoun only, while adjective describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Okay, just remember this question: how much, as to what extent. So if you're going to ask that, just like this, the totally, right, or very, how much, extremely. All right. So these are the adverbs of frequency, adverbs of intensity or degree. Okay, now look at this illustration below. See, we have here the word very slightly, slightly, quite, very, then extremely. Okay, and the other one here, it is telling us the intensity of heat and the intensity of coldness. Okay, who can read? Who can read this, Eliza?
Lahat po, ma'am.
Oh, yes, yes. We will start with the hotness.
Boiling, extremely hot, very hot, hot, rather hot, fairly cold,
Okay. Oh, that is hotness. That is coldness already. So for hotness, in order for us to tell the intensity of hotness, we can use this word, fairly, rather, very, extremely. These are what we call, class, adverbs of intensity. Now we will have the adverbs of intensity in describing the coldness. Arabella.
Fairly cold, rather cold, cold, very cold, extremely cold, and freezing.
All right. Okay. So those are the words, or these illustration, class, are showing you how are we going to describe the boiling point or the hotness and the coldness of a certain thing. Okay, it is showing you how it is just cold and then extremely cold. All right. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Okay, so please read, Paulina.
It shows the intensity of different adverbs of degree. Notice that the degree adverbs do not occupy the same amount of space on the inverted triangle. This is because these adverbs vary in depth or intensity.
Okay, I wonder how Paulina understood our lesson. It seems that they are noisy there. Are they having fun? All right. Oh, you know what? That is the reason why I'm really allowing my children to have a lesson inside the bedroom. Because if they are there in the living room, it's really very, very hard for them to understand the lesson because it's too noisy. All right. Although in our home it's not really noisy. Okay. So now we are going to analyze how the sentences vary their meaning because of the degree of adverbs. Okay? The comparison of how tired the subject was vary in intensity. Analyze the illustration below. What words are used to modify and describe how tired the subject was? Okay? So, please read. Erich Ranay. Read number one sentence. Oh, we cannot hear you, Erich. Erich had answered, but we cannot hear you. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. Please read Gadgel. Gadgel. Oh my gosh.
Mom, he won't talk for.
He wants?
He
You have.
doesn't want to talk for. Kasi
Oh,
daw po, he's shy.
no. Gadgel can do it. Last time Gadgel had answered, right? Trixie. Trixie?
I am a bit tired last week. Tired but not much.
Yes. When you say a bit, it's not really tired. Okay? It is tired but not much. Okay? A bit here is an adverb of intensity because it is telling or describing how much you are tired. Okay? Next, please read Denzel.
I am considerably tired yesterday.
So, the adverb of intensity here is considerably. Okay, considerably means that you are a kind of intense tiredness, okay? So it is more compared to the number one adverb of intensity. Now, number three, please read Antonia. Number three, Antonia.
I'm absolutely tired today.
Oh, when you say
I'm
abs
absolutely tired today.
yes, when you are saying absolutely, it means that that is very intense already. Okay, you are really very, very tired. Okay, so remember these words and phrases: a bit, considerably, absolutely. These are the words or that we can consider as adverb of frequency. Now, let's go to the next one. Okay, please read. Please read, Arabella.
Now read the following examples and remember the words that are commonly modified or described by a degree adverb. A degree adverb may be used to modify the intensity of an adverb. She communicates noticeably well. Noticeably describes the word well, which is an adverb.
All right, take note of that. This one, the word well here, describes the adverb. Okay, that's why I've been telling you an adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Why noticeably is an adverb? Because it is describing the word communicates. So that means, class, in one sentence alone, there can be a lot of adverbs. Do you understand now? Do you
Yes,
understand
ma'am.
now? Yes. There are two adverbs here. We have noticeably and we have the word well. Well is the adverb of intensity. Okay? Next one. Alexia, please read. Hello? Alexa, please read.
Mom, I think your mic is not working again.
All right. Okay, Giliana.
A degree adverb may be used to modify the intensity of an action or verb. For example, she almost finished the whole plate of pie. The word almost modifies the word finish, which is a verb.
Yes, all right. So here, almost is the intensity, okay? Adverb of intensity. All right? And it is describing the word finished, okay? Because finish here is a verb, okay? That's why the almost there describes the word finish. So it is an adverb. And the kind of adverb is that it is an adverb of intensity because it is telling how much of the pie did he finish. Okay? So almost. All right? Maybe she was really very hungry or she is really very hungry. Okay? Now let's go to the next one. Please read Charlie's.
A degree adverb may express a high degree of quality or an adjective. The degree adverb such as express a high degree in an object adjective
In an
phrase.
adjective phrase. Okay, please read the sentence.
COVID-19 is an extremely dangerous respiratory disease.
And the next one, we have Natasha.
Natasha is such a obedient girl.
All right, so take a look at this. We have here the word dangerous. Dangerous is an adjective which describes the COVID 19. All right, so extremely here is an adverb because it describes the word dangerous, okay, because it describes an adjective, and extremely is an adjective of intensity because it is telling how extent or how dangerous is the COVID-19, okay. So the next one, Natasha is such an obedient girl. Yes, Eliza. Hello, Eliza, we cannot hear you. Can you hear me, Giliana? Can you hear me?
Yes,
All
po.
Yes,
right. Yeah, maybe Eliza, there is something wrong with your internet connection. Actually, because it is about to rain, that's why. All right. That's the main problem here in the Philippines. Okay. So the word extremely modifies the word dangerous, while such describes the word obedient. Dangerous and obedient are both adjectives. Okay. That's why the such and extremely are adverbs because they are describing the word adjectives. Okay? Now let's go to the next one. All right. So we are going to read the selection and then you have to answer the following questions. Okay? So please read the Arabella.
Agatha's Hobbies and Interests by Violeta P. Garcia. Agatha has a lot of hobbies and interests. She usually gets up early so she can run before work. She doesn't often have time to play volleyball, but she occasionally goes on Saturdays during the summer. She loves music. She always go to chore practice
Oh,
on
this is
Wednesday
choir.
She always goes to choir practice on Wednesday evenings and sings in church on Sundays.
Wow, it seems that she is very religious. All right. So now, class, take a look of the underlined words, okay? You know what? These underlined words are still um adverbs, right? So can you tell me what are the underlined words? What are the underlined words, Denzel?
Usually, often, occasionally, always po.
All right. Okay. By the way, class, we can read the word often or often. Okay. There are two kinds of pronunciation for that, but all are acceptable. Okay. So these are the underlined words, and we consider this as an adverb. Do you have any idea what kind of adverb are they? Since we are done with the adverb of intensity, what is the next one?
Adverb degree po.
Oh, adverb of intensity and adverb of degree are the same.
Frequency adverb.
Yes, very good. Frequency adverbs or adverbs of frequency. Okay, please continue for G.
She doesn't have much extra money, so she rarely goes to concerts and recipes. She seldom watches TV because she likes doing things outside. She usually goes to the gym if it's raining outside. She isn't often alone because she has a lot of friends. She occasionally does something alone, but she usually does her activities with one of her friends. She's a happy woman.
Wow, I hope I can be like the main character here. She's a happy woman. All right. Okay, so let's check your comprehension. What does Mary usually do if it's raining outside? Fergie?
She goes to the gym.
All right. Okay, so how often does she practice choir? Do you still remember how often? Arabella?
Always.
In Wednesday evenings po.
Okay. All right. But it is always, she always go to choir practice on Wednesday. That means every Wednesday. Okay. Next. How often does she watch television? Fergie.
She seldomly watches television.
Pardon, Fergie?
She seldomly watches
Yes.
television.
Okay. When we say seldom, it means not all the time. All right. Take note of that. Okay. Next one. What kind of woman is Agatha? Giliana.
She's a happy woman.
All right. That's why teacher wants to be like her. Actually, I'm a happy woman too. All right. Take a look at the underlined words. What do you call them? So we have the underlined words. The rarely, seldom, usually, occasionally, usually. What are they, Arabella?
Frequency adverbs.
Yes, they are adverb of frequency or frequency adverbs, okay? So, what are those words implied? What are they trying to tell us? Do you have any idea? Yes, Arabella?
How often do people do things po?
Yes, very good. Exactly. And that is how are we going to identify the frequency adverbs because frequency adverbs are answering the questions how often. All right? A while ago, how much, as to what extent, but right now it is how often. Okay? It's very easy. All right. So go back to the underlined words. What do you notice? What do you notice with that? With those words? What are they answering? Huh? What questions are they answering? The underlined words, the rarely, the seldom, the occasionally, Fergie?
How often she does things.
Yes, you were right. It tells how often the action is done. Okay, so as what you had said, they are adverbs of frequency.
Frequency.
Yes, good job. So tell me, what is an adverb of frequency? Trixie. Trixie. Hello? All right, Paulina.
Adverb of frequency always describe how often something occurs, either in definite or indefinite terms.
Hello.
An adverb that describes definite frequency is one such as weekly, daily, or yearly. An adverb describing indefinite frequency doesn't specify an exact time frame. Examples are sometimes, often, and rarely. Also, never, usually, seldom, and always.
All right. So these are the examples of adverb of frequency. The word also, it's not a period, okay? There is typographical error there. So also never, usually, seldom, and always, they are considered as adverb of frequency. Next, these are the simple rules for adverb of frequency. Okay, that will help you to use them correctly. What should we remember? Number one, Eliza, please read. Hello,
Always
Eliza.
use adverb of frequency to discuss how often sometimes happen.
Some things, right? Okay. So it's just very easy to understand the adverb of frequency because you will just tell or discuss how often is the person doing something or are you doing something. Okay. Next, Denzel.
Adverbs of frequency are often used to indicate routine or repeated activities, so they are often used with the present simple tense.
All right. Okay. Take note of that. They are often used with the present simple tense. Present, not past tense. Okay. Right. So that is why it's always telling. I usually do this. I usually brush my teeth every day. I'm washing my hands, or every minute I'm washing my hands. All right. Okay. So now let's go to the next page. Okay, what should we still remember, Giliana?
If a sentence has only one verb, place the adverb of the frequency in the middle of the sentence so that it is positioned after the subject but before the verb. For example, Tom never flies. He always takes the bus.
All right, so we have here the word. What is the adverb of frequency here?
Never
Never.
and
Very good.
always.
Never. Okay, and always. Good job. Yes. All right, so take note of the word never. It is found in the middle of the sentence. Okay, usually before the verb. Tom never flies. He always takes. Because the verb here is take here in the second sentence, and the adverb here is flies in the first sentence. Okay, so before. Okay, another example, I usually read books in the evening. Okay, so you are putting the adverb of frequency before the subject. I mean before the verb. Who can give a sentence? Who can try using it in a sentence? Placing the adverb before the subject, before the verb. Giliana?
I rarely play outside.
Oh yes, very good. Oh really, rarely or never? Because you're not allowed to go out, right? Okay. Very good. Next. Next one, Paulina.
My grandmother always plays.
Yes, all right. Always play cards. Is it play cards? Okay. Because your voice, Paulina, is very low. Yeah, we cannot hear it well. All right? Very good. Because I heard there always and then play. Okay? All right. Now, please continue reading. Trixie, please read.
When a sentence contains more than one verb, place the adverb of frequency before the main verb. For example, they have often visited Bacoor City.
All right. Take note of this, class. Why do we have two verbs here? Oh, sobrang lakas ng ulan. Can you hear? Can you still hear me? All right, it's
Yes,
Opo.
good.
pa.
It's good. Okay, it's very, 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 very. It's raining cats and dogs. All right. So we have here the verbs. We have and visited. Have is a linking verb. Visited is the main verb. So it contains more than one verb. So the adverb of frequency must be put before the main verb. And the main verb here is the visited. Okay? All right? Okay, who can make a sentence? You should have two verbs. Okay, Denzel. Denzel, I think you should chat it because I cannot hear. Okay? Oh, I think there is something wrong with Denzel's connection. Anybody? Anybody who can give an example of this? You should have two verbs and the main verb and the adverb of frequency must be put before the main verb. When, for example, when do you eat ice cream? Or when is the girl eating ice cream? She is occasionally or she is frequently eating ice cream. Alright? So take a look at this. She is. Is the linking verb. The main verb is eating. Frequently is the adverb of frequency. Okay? Alright? Now, let's go to the next one. Please read, Fergie.
When using an adverb of frequency in the negative or in formal question, place it before the main verb. For example, do you usually get up so late?
All right. Okay. So usually we use here the adverb of frequency is usually. So you're going to place it before the main verb. Actually, most of the verbs, most of the adverbs are really put before the action or the main verb. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. Oh, this will be your performance task. So you're going to answer this. I'm going to place this in your what's this? In your Google Classroom, okay? So you're going to compose clear and coherent sentences by answering this, okay? And then for your performance task 2, this is letter B. You are going to compose clear and coherent or sentences by improving each of the given sentences by adding appropriate degree adverbs. Okay? Philippine is a nice country. How nice is the country? Okay? You're going to add frequency, I mean adverb of degree. Okay? So there you have it, guys. I'll gonna upload this in your Google Classroom because it's already 12:51. So take a note that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Always remember that, okay? So thank you so much, class. Okay, so see you next time. All right, bye bye. Ay, by the way,